All right. Welcome back to the Reading Room After Dark podcast. My name is Kat and this is Alicia, and we are back again to talk about some more book things. Hi. So
Whoop,
tonight,
whoop, whoop, whoop.
tonight we are going to get into talking about the different tropes that we like and maybe some books that go along with it and just kind of, wherever the book talk takes
Yeah.
us.
Oh, yeah. Most
Yeah.
definitely. I am super excited for this.
Okay. So, tropes. I know that you're kind of new to reading. So, what are some of the tropes that you are finding yourself enjoying?
So I am actually finding myself enjoying like enemies to lovers.
Mhm.
Of course, Morley Grays, MMCs. Um, of course, all of like the mask stalker. Like, come on now. Like,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with a mask. Like, whew. I mean,
No.
you've been seeing so many of those on TikTok, and I'm just like, ooh. Like, it's like your dream is coming into reality when you're watching TikTok, and it's like you're reading a book, and you stop and think, like, placing yourself in that person's shoe and just kind of imagine yourself being that person,
Mm-hmm.
or the FMC. And I'm just like, of course, Touch Her and Die is another one as well. There's just like a lot of good ones out there, but like as far as that goes, like like those are like the main big ones for me. Of course, I do want to get into like the mafia romance.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as well, but yeah, those are like kind of like my main ones that I go for.
Your faves. Yeah. I really enjoy the enemies to lovers trope. There's just something about that, gosh, that just the hate that they have for each other at the beginning
Mhm.
and how they just keep getting forced in situations where they have to interact, whether that's because of what's going on around them or because,
Right.
they're trying to hate each other and get back at each other, whatever that might be. Um,
Right.
there's just something about that is just so damn sweet. And my favorite part of the enemies to lovers books is that moment when the MMC just says, "Fuck it." And, like, they just, like,
Right.
clash, and it's just pure bliss, and that is my most favorite part about that enemies to lovers trope,
Like,
is
no,
just
you
that
belong to
"fuck
me.
it." Right, "You're mine." That
I just grab you by the throat and just pull
That's
you in for
right.
a kiss. Like,
That's
ooh,
right. Just that take charge moment where you're just like, "Fuck
yes,
anything that is
right.
preventing us from being together. Like, we can't take the tension anymore." Like that, when that tension breaks, God, that is such a sweet moment. And I love it so
Mm,
much.
agreed. 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 Yes, agreed.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't know when that became so hot, but it did. And I am here for it. For sure.
I am too. I am definitely here for it, and I'm loving it. Like I said, in the previous videos, the previous episode that we did, like obviously talking about like the all the different books that I read. Of course, only being 30, about to be 31, it's like I finally found my happy place of
Yeah.
just reading. So it kind of like gives me like a safe place, a relaxation of just finally being just me doing something that I want to do for me. So yeah, and yeah, with just getting, introduced into dark romance like right away, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I kinda put you off the deep end on that one. I didn't ease you into it.
No, and that is okay, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I mean, that is perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, it's, God, I love dark romance. That is probably my favorite genre by far. Uh, there's
Yeah,
just
I would have to say that too. Yeah.
there's just something so primal about it that it's just I don't know. It's just so, like, it it takes you out of real life. Like, real life sucks, you
It
know what
does,
I
and it's like,
mean?
and it
Like,
makes you kind of like start like fantasizing, like that you're
yeah.
the FMC in that book.
But yeah,
So, and it's just like, oh, just go ahead, just grab me by my throat, like,
that's right. Shove me against the wall by my throat and
right?
just go. Like, you have my permission, just do it.
Yeah, you do.
What is that, consent, non-consent? Is that what we call it? CNC? I think that's what that's
I
called,
think
consent,
so. Yeah.
non-consent. I know the acronyms more than I know the actual names of stuff, but, you know, you have my permission
That is
when
funny.
you don't have my permission.
Right.
Not to be confusing.
Right, because it was like, what was it? When I'm still, I'm like halfway through God of Malice right now, and of course Killian is just like, oof, I'm loving him
Mhm.
right now.
Yeah, he's dark.
But it's just like very dark, and like I said, I'm like halfway through the book, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like just some of the stuff that he says to Glendon, and I'm just like, girl, I just want to slap you upside the head because, come on now,
He
come
is
on.
he is look, he's a jerk. Like, he's a jerk in a lot of that book, but
He is,
it just
but
it fits the book, it fits the vibe, it fits what they're
it does.
going for with that, and here's the thing, though, like, my favorite besides that "fuck it" moment, my favorite part of these unhinged, morally gray, alpha dominant MMCs is that, yeah, they're
Mhm.
jerks, yeah, they're assholes, they're gonna fuck shit up, they might murder some people along the way, but their devotion to their FMC is top tier. Like, that's just they'll burn the
Yeah,
world down
most
for her, and
definitely.
that's amazing. Like, I want
Mhm.
that in real life. Like, I get what? What?
Girl, same,
Like, every
same.
girl wants that, right? And that's why we read what we read is because it's I don't know, there's that sense of, like, I want you so much that I'm going and I love you so much that I'm gonna go to the ends of the earth to do whatever I have to
Mhm.
do to keep you and to make you mine. And who doesn't want that? Like, who doesn't wanna have that feeling
I
of
mean,
that?
someone has to be on, on the end of this earth, just be like, "Ah,
Mhm.
I don't want that." Like, "Oof,
Right.
what? What?
Why? Why would you
What?"
not want that? Like, I can't wrap my mind around people who don't want that. Like, just like in
Right, and I'm
general.
just
Like
like
I'm like, why not? What's wrong with it?
you can't have, like, a fantasy life, and then it's just like and then just kinda go on. It's like everyone fantasize about something. It doesn't matter what it is. Even guys fantasize, as well
Sure.
too. So I'm just
Yeah.
okay, like, why can't we, us girl, fantasize, and think of, what's going on in the stories happen to us in real life? Like, come on, give me
Yeah.
something.
Right. I feel like that's natural. I feel like that's normal. Maybe I don't know, maybe it's not, but that's normal for me. What can I
True.
say?
Yeah. That is true.
Because I
That is
always
true.
like
And then
I
unlike
always go ahead.
the hub says, he's like, "Oh, it's book porn." No, it's not.
No, it's
Like,
not.
he's like, "Yes, it is." And I'm like, "No, it's not." Like, it's an actual story. Yes, there is sex scene, sex
Of
talks and
course.
stuff inside
Yeah.
there. And they're saying all kinds of, stuff inside of it, but it's not completely fully porn. Porn is just like
No.
a whole sex scene. This is just, it tells the story, it have the sex scene, it tells the story, it have a sex scene. And it's like, it's not porn. It's not a book porn. He said, "Well, in my eyes, it's book porn." I was like, "Okay, well then, whatever. At least it's helping us in bed, right?"
That's right. That's right.
And he stayed quiet.
It ain't no different than toys. Like, come on.
Exactly.
It's
Like, I
just
mean, I
another
could even
tool
be
to
using my
use in your
rose.
arsenal. That's right.
Could be using a rose right now, like,
That's right.
but I choose you.
You're the lucky winner
I chose,
tonight.
I chose you, so we have a winner.
Let's go, sir.
Bingo.
I love that. That's
Oh man.
hilarious.
But
Yeah. They
But
they just
yeah,
don't
so
get
it's
it.
just like, no, they don't. They really don't. And they probably won't even know. So, hey, and that's okay because, at least we could still fantasize and kind of like, fantasize our book boyfriends and so forth. So we're just thinking that it's them doing it to us, but really it's our actual partner doing it with us.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No, it does. I always put myself as whatever the FMC is. Like, it is not a, 5'8"
Right.
long blonde hair
Mm-hmm.
girl. No, she's 5'3", whatever color hair I have at the time with blue eyes. Like, that's who she is. And she's usually a little chunky because I'm a little chunky. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and then like every time I hear like the heights of like the MMCs, and I'm like, "Jeez, like,
I
why you
know.
gotta be so tall?" Like, I'm over here like, "Okay." Just having to, like, look up. I'm like, "I'm only 5 foot. I'm 5 foot even." Like, literally, I'm short. And
Feel you.
yeah.
I get it. But it's nice though. It's nice
It
though.
is. It is.
It's
One
lovely.
day we'll find our book boyfriends. One day we will. When the
They're
time
out
comes.
there. They're
You
out
have to
there.
be you have to be a masked man, like to do a little foreplay. You
That's
like
right.
to do,
I,
mostly anything that is related within the book. So,
yeah.
like Lights Out. You gotta be my stalker.
Lights Out. God, that
Josh.
was such a
Josh. Ooh.
fun book to listen to. Like,
Oh my god,
that
it
was
was. It really
just
was.
hilarious. I think that was
And it's just
my
like
I think that was my first, like, mass stalker book.
I
I
think that
feel
was
like it
my
was.
first one too because you were the one, yeah, because that was the one that you had told me to listen to.
Mhm.
So that one was like my first mass book to listen to.
Was that the first dark romance one I had you read? Was Lights Out? Or was it Madness? I think it was
I
Lights
think
Out.
Madness was second. It was Lights
Yeah, I
Out. It
think
was
I
Lights
think it
Out
was Lights
because
Out.
Madness was second. Because that's when you were telling me about Corbin King at the time.
Okay, look, then that's
Um,
not so bad. Lights Out is a good, like, intro to dark romance because it's kinda funny, it's kinda dark.
it is. It is.
Like, it's a little
And
it's a
it's
good
like
mixture of both.
right. So and I was like, I just love the way how Josh is like an our child.
I
She
know.
was like, our child,
Our child Fred.
Fred,
Fred, our child. The cat.
the cat.
Fred the cat is our child. They need
I'm
mommy and
just like,
daddy
oh
time.
my
They
god.
must put their child away.
So Fred's gonna have to go.
I love it. That
Oh man.
I I look, I this is one of the first books I probably listened to on Audible. So I was at the time I was trying to read the book while listening to the audiobook at the same time.
Mhm,
And I was like,
mhm,
this I can't do this. Like, no, my brain is not computing. It's got to be one or the other, right? So I couldn't do that tandem read. So I put the book away
mhm,
to listen to it, and it's narrated by Jacob Morgan and Elena Wolf, I believe her name is. And
mhm.
they had like their like comedic timing with the book was hilarious. Like the banter was just so damn great that like Jacob Morgan was the perfect Josh. Like he portrayed him so well.
Mm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Like it it was so good. And like I know you haven't read it yet, but that caused like there was a lot of backlash when Caught Up was released, which was the second book in the
Mhm,
series.
mhm.
Because people were like expecting like Josh, right?
Right,
But it wasn't like the character was completely different. Like it was not even like it's two different books. Like it's not
right.
even similar in
The
any
same. It's the
way.
same. Right.
Which I listened to that and that was phenomenal too. Like that was great.
Hmm. We'll have to listen to that one.
Perfect casting for who the characters were. Like it's just I don't know. But anyway, Lights Out was so good and I look, the dedication that that man has for Allie, the lengths that he's willing to go to make sure that she becomes his. There's just
Oh
something
yeah.
sweet about it. Like, sure,
It is, and it's
he
like
broke
he's like
into her
trying his
house,
hardest and set up cameras.
set up cameras. He wanted to make sure she was safe. Like he was tapping into the hospital cameras to watch her as well. Like, come on. There's
Like
something
if you
romantic
can't
about
find
that.
someone like if someone is willing to go that far, like a way to hack into the hospital camera system just to watch you while you're working, just to make sure you're safe, like by all means, hello, come here.
That's right. Like I said, going to the ends of the world for you to make sure
Mhm.
everything is fine. I don't know. It's the fantasy of it is really great. I love it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I definitely loved it. It was a really good book. And like I've seen people like posted about it in like the Facebook group as well too, kind of like, they posted the picture of the book and they're like, "Oh, I'm like reading it." And they're like, "Oh, I'm halfway through, but I don't really seem to like it or anything. Does it get any better?" Da 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 da. It's like, "Yeah, it does, but you're reading the actual book. You're not listening to the audio. If you listen to the audio,
Yeah.
it's probably, like 10 times more better than reading the book.
Yeah, I definitely think
So,
it's
and
it's
it's
2
just
different experiences.
mhm.
I love it
Yeah,
though.
it is. And it's like yeah, because it's like you get like, the voice acting of both,
Mhm,
a man and a female voices, playing the roles of Allie and Josh. And yeah, so it's just like, but when you're reading a book, you have to play with it in your mind, trying
mhm,
to be that character to understand the book. So
mhm.
with it being on Audible, it just makes it 10 times more better because like, oh, okay, that is funny. So but yeah, I really love Lights Out though. It was a really good first book I've ever listened to. So thank you for
Yeah.
recommending
You're
that one to
welcome.
me.
You're welcome. It was yeah, that was okay, then I don't feel so bad. I didn't, like, shove you into the deep end. I only just slightly
Mm-mm.
pushed you.
No, because then I think after I finished Lights Out, the next book was Madness.
Madness.
Was what
Yeah,
you yes. Because you were
yeah.
telling me that Corbin King, because of his voice, how deep it was
Mm.
and stuff. And like
Mhm.
I said, at first, it was kinda like, like, annoying at first because it was just kinda, like, very, like, scratchy and, like, oh, okay, like, I'm not used to, like, a really deep voice like that.
Mhm.
But then the more that I kept listening to the book, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Okay, Dollface."
That's right.
So, yeah, and then after that, it just kinda grew on to me, and then now it's just like anytime when I listen to any books or anything, it's like I have to have a deep voice because what they did to Sin was they did him dirty.
Yeah.
Tyson fit him well, um, for me as, like, what I think of his character is, but
Yeah.
Sin, I felt like he coulda had a little bit more of a deeper voice in The Sinners. I'm just kinda a little disappointed in that.
Yeah, I think I don't know, overall, I always picture a deep voice with any of the male narrators, so when it's not, it
Mhm.
throws me off for a minute because then I gotta, like, readjust in my brain what I
Yeah.
pictured, you know what I mean?
Same
Sin
here.
Sin and Tyson's voice, neither one of them were my favorite for I mean, the way they acted it out was really good,
Oh, yeah.
like, I had no complaints about the quality of the narration or any of that. Like them and the female narrators did amazing jobs with it. I just, you just have an expectation of something different, and that's okay.
Right.
Like there's nothing wrong with that. Didn't stop me from listening to the book. So
Mhm. Right, and I still kept listening to it, and I even finished the whole book and everything too, like I said, because I wanted to know the story, basically up until when I started reading Chaotix, that way I started making sense.
yeah.
Um, I am almost finished with Carnage, actually, so I'm on chapter 61, I think, on Audible,
Did you
but yeah, I'm
Speaking of Carnage, did you see Chantel's email that came out yesterday for her newsletter that
did,
comes out
yes.
every Friday? Did you happen to
Yeah.
catch, like, she was talking, had this long blurb, and all of a sudden at the bottom was like, "P.S. I don't hate Ashton."
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, "Well, we all do. She's
I was, like,
nasty."
laughing, I was like, she is just she's trashed in. She's
I'm like,
trashed in.
are we sure we don't hate her? Because you sure wrote her like we're supposed to hate her."
Right, I mean, she shot Saint, she tried to kill him, and then
Right.
she went and
Ran
slept with
off.
other people 4 years later, and, like, no, that doesn't even make like, no, trashton needs to be trashed, so yeah, no,
That
no,
do you know
no.
one of the tropes that I cannot stand, and usually it's like an instant DNF for me, like I won't finish the book, is that stupid miscommunication trope, and Carnage had a big chunk of that, and I didn't DNF it
Mhm,
because it was a Lord's book, and I needed to see what else was going like, I needed to continue with it, but
right.
goddamn, I hate that miscommunication trope, like, everything could have been
It
cleared up by a single conversation,
mhm,
like, I hate I hate miscommunication tropes.
ugh.
They give me the ick.
Yeah, I do too, and it's like, it kinda, like, threw me off, and like I said, I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck just happened?" Like, and I'm over here driving, and I'm, like, driving listening to this, and I'm, like, just, like, driving, like, I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, people are, like, probably looking at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with this girl over here? She's, like, just lashing out, like, in the car."
I love it. I love it, I love it. I love it. Oh my god, I finished Sabotage today, right? So I had not read it
Oh,
before
nice.
because I skipped it because it was
Mhm.
Colton isn't like an actual lord. He's like
Part
lord
of it.
adjacent, right?
Right. Mhm.
I will say, as far as spice goes, it was pretty good. But it was random. Like I don't know how it fit into the world. Like I don't know how like the lords weren't even mentioned really in that book until like the very end. Now it granted it was a little novella, so it was not long.
Mhm.
I think it was only like a 4 or 5 hour listen, so it was not a long book,
Mhm.
right? But like like Tyson didn't even get brought up until almost the end of the book, and like the lords didn't get brought up until the end either. So I'm like, where? How does this fit? Like it was just random. Like it just like if it would have not been part of the
Yeah,
lords
and
series, I probably would
I
have logged a lot more.
right,
It was
and I
just
mean,
weird.
I just don't get why they, like, added that in, like, they coulda just put that as, like, a standalone type, you know, since it was nothing really related to the lores other than, like you said, the Titan being in at the end of it, so, I mean, I
And
haven't
like
read it yet,
yeah, and like obviously Colt is in the other books. Like he's in
mhm,
the rest of them, and all their girls, like all the Lord's girls are mentioned in the rest of the books, but his is not. So I'm like,
right,
what happened? Like it just felt so out of place.
off.
Again,
Like,
well
"Chantel,
written.
girl, what are you doing?"
Like it was well written, just I don't know how it fit, but the narration was good as well. I enjoyed the narration piece of it. But again, it was just I was like, this is not make it make sense because it didn't make sense to to me at all. Like I wasn't if I never would have read it, I didn't miss anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there was nothing in there that I felt was vital for reading the Lord series. Like it was just almost like an afterthought. It was weird. But still good narration, still well written, still
Right.
like
And
Chantel
Chantel's always gonna
quality
write a good book.
writing. Yeah, like it was still
Mhm.
well written. It just felt out of place. So I don't know what happened. I don't know why that was the way it was.
I mean, they could've,
But
like
that's okay.
uh, I mean, they could've at least, kinda, like, incorporated it into it, so that way it kinda, like, wasn't like, out of place or anything. Like I said, if it wasn't gonna be a part of, like, the lore, then they should've she should've had it, like, as, like, a standalone type, like, saying, like, "Oh, this is where he started out at the beginning of, like, before he started working for Tyson in Blackouts." Um
Yeah, because I think that was supposed to be book 4, which would have been after Tyson's book, and then it
Mhm. And then Carnage.
right, and I don't know, like, in Sabotage, they had only been work Colton had only been working for Tyson for a year, so, like,
Mhm.
timeline-wise, I don't even know where that fit into the timeline. Like, I
I
don't know,
don't either. It's
but it
just
was
all sorts of
spicy,
confusing.
and the spicy, the kinks in that one were pretty
But yeah.
as all the rest of the Lord's books are. Uh, like, that it was on par with Chantel's writing.
Right. And like I said, I'm super excited for the next one coming out. I know, um, she had what, the Code of Silence? Is that
Mhm.
like one that she previously wrote in before, or is that new?
Yeah, I think that was no, that's not a new one.
Okay.
That's part of those other series that we haven't read of hers yet that we need to.
Got it. Okay. So most of like the Dark Kingdoms is mixed in with the Lords, so it kind of goes into place because when I was like listening
Mhm.
to Carnage, I ran into the part where what was it? When they were in New York
Mhm.
and Ashton has ran into Jasmine and of course Hook was there. So like Hook was starting to, so everything
Mhm.
was starting to make sense on like
Yeah.
Hooky and so forth. So in Bones, I guess apparently Bone has his own book as well too. So I'm just like,
Yes, he
oh,
does.
okay. So I'm just like, okay, well, once I finally have time to, finally sit down and read those, I'll definitely, kind of read those and kind of like start like figuring things out and putting it places and together with
Mhm.
that, with the Dark Kingdoms and the Lord series.
Yeah, I need to read I need to read her other series. I haven't picked them up yet, but
Me
I
too.
need to. You
Thank God
know,
for
because
KU.
God, I know. Look, look, I was I was adding stuff to my Goodreads account just to keep track because
Mhm,
I see books, on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, whatever, and I'm like, ooh, I
mhm.
want to read that. But you can only have so many downloaded on your Kindle app at one time. So I add it to Goodreads as my want to read, and I think I'm sitting at 80 books on that right now.
Wow.
Oh my God, I'm
Yeah,
never gonna get to them.
I still have what is it? I mean, you're a fast reader, so I mean, it takes
Hmm.
me like a couple of weeks to actually get to like finally finish the book. Like it took me like 2 weeks to finish Chaotic. um,
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
I know. It's just I like wanted like to hurry up and finish it so that way we could talk about it. Um, but yeah, I still have like all the books that I like. What three? So I'm reading God of Malice now.
Hmm.
Um, So I have that fantasy one that you told me, the part 1 of it. I forgot the name of it. Fourth
Fourth
Wing,
Wing?
and
Fourth Wing, yeah.
then that one, but then the other there was another one that you told me to get. It was like a romance one. Um, I forgot the name of it.
Did you get Bounded by Thorns?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the Why Choose one.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
good
Yep.
one.
So I got that one.
Mhm.
So I still have that one to read. And then of course I still have Hunting Adeline, Dante, and yeah. And then of course, finally getting my first ARC. Like I'm
I'm
so happy
so
with that.
happy for you. I'm
Thank you.
so
And then it's like
excited.
so I'm super excited. Obviously, because Luna K Wicked is she's very good, and of course, with her Painter's Obsession, book that went viral and went crazy, and of course,
Yeah,
with Corbin King narrating them, so it basically kind of like helped push her out. But like I said, it's like I added her on Facebook, she friended me, and I'm like, okay,
yeah,
cool. I signed up to be an ARC, I signed up to be her street team, and I'm still haven't
that's
heard from
great.
any of those yet, or like the PR list and stuff, but
Yeah,
like when you had mentioned to me earlier, like, "Oh, I need to, make a video for an ARC," and I was like, "Oh, let me." So I went when you sent that, I went to go check my email, and that's when I saw that I was accepted
you got it.
for her book, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
It is so fun.
So yeah.
I've gotten a good chunk of ARC reads since I've started doing it, and I love it. And I like to broaden my horizons with it just because I tend to stick towards the dark romance. That's my jam.
Mhm.
But like I love a good sports romance, and that's what the arc read that I just got by one of my favorite authors, Emilia Finn. I've been reading her books for I don't know, 5, 6 years now at this point.
Oh, wow.
She likes to write MMA fighting books. And then she has whole other series, like, she's got a romantasy series, she's got kind of like a mafia series, but she started in MMA fighting series because she used to be, like, an actual fighter, like, she has
Mm,
literal
wow.
experience in it. She's so cool, I love her, and she writes really great characters, and, um, this new series this new like spin-off MMA series. This is the third book in the series called Hard to Love. And this series has been super spicy too. Like, I love it. But she puts such like depth and emotion and chemistry between her characters and like the tension. Like, she's really good at it. She writes really great plot first and foremost. And
Hmm,
she writes really great
that sounds
characters
pretty
that
interesting.
yeah, that have good chemistry. Because you can read a book and you can know when characters have chemistry or not, and if they don't
Right.
have that
Right.
chemistry, it's like I'm like, "I can't read this."
It's
Like,
it's you can't
I
even
can't
read
go
it.
on.
Yeah.
No. So, I've never had that problem with
Like
any of
when
her
I first
books.
started reading, see, and when I started first started like a couple chapters of the God of Malice, I'm like, oh, this is not really getting to me. Like, I was like,
Yeah,
okay, well, I'm just gonna still get into it because I know we're gonna have to
yeah,
talk about it on here on the podcast and stuff. So I'm
yeah.
like, okay, well, let me get into it, and then that's when like I started getting closer and closer to like the middle, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that one, God of Malice, is definitely one of those you gotta trust the process books,
Right.
because I was the same way. When the first couple chapters, I'm like, "Golly, this guy's a dick." Like, I don't like,
Right.
not in the good way, like, I was like, "He is not nice to her, and she's going through some stuff. What the hell is he doing?" Like, because 'cause I'm all for the whole, like, manipulation
Mhm.
trope type stuff, like, that is a huge part of dark romance. But his just at first, like, gave me the ick, and then, like, as you get to know him and, like, what he's doing, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but,
Mhm.
like, once you start diving into his psyche, like, you're like, "Oh, there you are. I see you now," like,
Mm.
and that, like, flips the whole book for you, and, um,
Yeah, because right now
loved
I'm
it.
just now getting to where they go into, like, the KU party,
Mhm,
in chapter 20 in chapter 20, so,
mhm,
like, they're all dressed up and so forth, and I just got to the part where she ran into Gareth, but I
mhm.
haven't finished from there. Like, I guess she was, like, following him. I don't know if she was supposed to be following Creighton, um, but yeah, so I guess she ended up following Gareth, and now she's, like, trying to, like, talk him into, like, "What if I get him off your back by, letting him be distracted with me?" And then after that, I stopped right then and there because that's when I thought Elijah was gonna go to sleep and to get ready to hop
Psych!
on in here, and then it's like,
Psych!
psych. So, like, dang it. So I'm definitely gonna be reading some more tonight. I try and finish what I can, like, most of it this weekend, just so that way I can start the ARC reading, since it's like 800 and some chapters, and I have to have that submitted, like, done reading by the 22nd of February.
You got time, girl. It's
So
not
I'm
even
like,
February
"Whew."
yet.
It is. It'll be soon, tomorrow.
I mean, tomorrow it will be, but you got this. Look, it
I know.
you the more you read, the faster you're going to get, and I promise you that
Oh, and
because
I
one
I actually I actually have been reading a lot faster now that I've noticed it, because usually sometime it would take me forever, but I've been actually, like, skimming through it a lot more quicker, and I'm like, "Oh my god."
yeah, like
So,
there's, I don't know, I've always been a fast reader. I don't know.
not
Maybe
me.
it's a talent.
I've
I don't
always
know.
been a really s I've always been a slow reader. Even, like, in school, you know how, like, they have, like, the reading levels of, each kid when they read? They did that with me as well too, and I guess I wasn't even, like, in the top or anything, and I guess I had to get help working with my reading and stuff, so but then after that, I don't even know what happened. I honestly don't even remember. It just went, "Woo," over my head. I'm like, "Okay."
Look,
But now that
that's
I'm reading
okay.
again, it's just like it's starting to, go
There's a
forward and it's
difference
like starting to
though.
become more faster.
Yeah, there's a
Because
difference
I was
though
like, I want to know what
between
happened.
right, like reading for your own pleasure versus
Yes,
reading
like
something you were
I
like
need to know.
mandatory to read.
And it's like when you see something that you like and you're reading something and it's just like, what the fuck what happened? Like, okay, I need to
Mhm.
keep going. Like I need to, keep reading and you're gonna keep reading faster and faster. And it's just like, oh shit, that
Yeah.
did happen. I
Yeah.
was like, what the hell?
Right.
Like you're mind blown because of, what you just read. So it's like the more yeah, I'm getting a lot more quicker with reading and being more faster. And I think I started this last week, I believe, and I'm like halfway through the book
Yeah, you
already.
just started
So,
it not too long ago. So you're doing great. You
so
got this, girl.
so I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
You got this. That's I have a love-hate relationship with books in a series because I especially like a series that I love, like, I don't wanna see the characters end, like, I wanna see it through, but if that stupid series is not finished before I start reading it, that's when I hate it because those authors are always leaving you on a freaking cliffhanger from hell.
Cliffhanger. Yes.
Golly, I
Oh,
hate
what
them.
book was it that left me on a cliffhanger? Oh, it was Painter's Obsession. So my next credit Audible that I get, I'm gonna have to get the
You gotta
second
get the
volume
second
because
one.
yeah, because I have to know what's going on. I mean, like I said, it was a really great book, but it's super, super dark, very, psychological type. Joe Arden had played a really good psycho role
He's so
for
good at those
Ren.
characters.
Oh my god, he's amazing, and of course with Corbin being in it, it's like it's so so dark, and of course I don't want to spoil it for everyone else because if everybody that's watching this, I don't know if you read Painter's Obsession, yeah, Volume 1, or if you're listening to Volume 2, um, So I'm like super excited to listen to the second one because I have to know what's going on because I don't know if he came back to life or if he's dead or what. Like at the end, I don't know if Byron is hallucinating or what. So yeah, it's just like I have to know. I have to know. I have to know what's going on. Like don't leave me on a cliffhanger. So,
Yeah, that's
but yeah.
yeah, some of these authors are evil in their cliffhangers. I'm telling you, that's I'm still
Oh,
not
I
over
know.
fucking Onyx Storm, the 3rd book in the Fourth Wing series. I'm still not over that damn cliffhanger. Like, I need to know what the hell's happening. But she hasn't even
When
finished the
when
book
when does
yet.
a
She's
when
still
is oh
writing
so
the
she
book.
hasn't even
No, she hasn't even finished it,
no.
which is
So I
fine.
might as
Like,
well wait until that comes out.
yeah, you've got some time. You've got time, my friend. But, she's you got to go at the author's pace. Like they've got to be able to write when they're comfortable writing, and I can only imagine how tiring it is to be part of the fandom that Fourth Wing has,
Yeah.
and just like the pressure to produce
Mhm.
something amazing. Like I can only imagine like how daunting that is, and how
Right.
God, like so much pressure. Like so I can
Like
understand.
the pressure and,
Yeah,
having to, like, make sure that it goes with the story. You have to
right.
reread what you wrote to make it
Right,
match with the new story, and it's just like,
right.
oh. And, like,
Yeah.
I thought, writing would be fun and, like, writing a book, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, do I really want to try and, like, write a book? I mean, I don't know. Like, I
One of
just
my
if it
it's funny you should say that because I was literally just talking to one of my best friends. He was like, "You just need to write a book." And I'm like, "I've thought about it." He goes, "Well, you should think about it more." And I'm like I don't yes,
yeah, it's like I want
would I
to,
love to be an
but
author? Yes, I would. Like
yes.
I would absolutely
Yes.
love to do that because I love
Love to get the
storytelling. I
recognition. Mhm.
love creating something. Like I'm a creative person, and
Right.
reading is my happy place. So why wouldn't it be
Mhm.
writing?
Right.
But it's so like people are mean. Like people are just
They
mean,
are.
and I don't know.
How'd you
Like
would
look,
feel about
I'm a pretty mentally strong person. Like I'm pretty, confident in myself, and I try not to let things bother me because what the
right.
hell can I do about that? But man, some people on Book Talk can be super mean. Like no, I don't like that side of Book Talk. I like the fun side of Book Talk where we all are supportive of one
Like,
another
right.
and like to talk
Right.
about what we like, and we like to support the people that we like, the authors, the narrators, the vendors, like who
Mhm.
all those people, like we like
Because
to support
they're
that.
just normal people just
That's
I mean, they're
right.
normal people just like us, and, they're just doing something that they love, and so, obviously, trying to make it, for them, like, helping them out, getting them out there and stuff and so forth, so and it's just I just, like I want to write as well too, but I don't even know where to begin, and plus, having to get it published, that costs money and so forth, so it's just like, "Well, I ain't got that kind of money right now." But yeah, and it's just like a lot of these people are just like really like talking like mad trash of, the authors and their books. I'm like,
Yeah.
why can't you just be supportive? Like you bought their book, you're
Right.
paying them money because you reading it. So why not? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would love to write. I would, but I just don't know where to begin. And even if like whatever I wrote takes off, like I don't even know how I can write a second book that kind of like compares with that first
Right.
book.
There's lots of pressure.
Like how to Chantel do it? Like with all the lore series and stuff. And I'm
Right.
like she had like just writing all, like, the sex scenes and all the pussy dicks and all of that and stuff, and I'm like, "Does she not get turned on by this? Did she write this?" Or, like,
Right.
it's just a lot of that is, like, it's just kinda, like, stressful in a way. So, yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I would love to. I would love to write, but I just I just don't know where to begin.
Yeah, it's fun. Like I used to write a lot of I used to write a lot of stories. Fun absolutely none that I would even ever think of publishing because they are not great. They were the workings of a teenager. Not great. But now that I am older and wiser, I don't know, maybe I'll try it again one day. We'll see. Add it to the list. What else
Yeah,
do I have
and we
going
can
on?
definitely right? Like we got the podcast going. We're getting the store up and running here soon.
Yeah,
Sooner or later, we're gonna be, we're gonna be writing our own books and stuff and
that's right.
selling it. And so, yeah, it's just gonna take time, but we got
Yeah.
this, and we're definitely gonna, have as much fun. Especially you getting into the book event,
But
and
yeah,
you know,
gosh, I'm so
and that's
excited
just
for that.
amazing.
I
I
can't
know. I am so
wait.
excited for you.
I'm so
Well,
excited.
yes, and it's, like, super exciting for you, and then, of course, it's, like, obviously, like I said, I try to, like, get my mom, I'm like, "Hey, can
You're
you watch
coming
my
with me,
kids so I
girl.
can go with her?"
We're we're gonna make it happen. Cause look,
Yes.
there is a beauty. Like okay, so I didn't even know that influencing at book events was a thing. So when I originally found Twisted Tropes, and I was like completely 1000% on a whim, was like, I'm gonna submit for that, thinking there's absolutely no way in hell that I'm gonna get it because
Right.
I'm not a huge book talker on TikTok or Instagram, whatever.
Mhm.
Like, I'm a baby. I'm in my baby stage of that.
Right.
So when I got that email,
Right.
I literally was like, I, th- I think I got accepted into this. I was talking to my friend. I applied for this, and I said, how? I sent her like a screenshot of the email. I said, how are you interpreting this email? And she was like, well, it sounds like you got in. And I'm like, what? So when I got into that, I was like, I didn't even know this was a thing. Like, I've literally never done it ever.
Mhm.
Didn't even know it was a thing. So then I like started researching it, and then I started researching like the different book events. And then I saw Rebels and Realms. They have their event this summer, which we found out was this is their first event as well, and it's going to be huge. So
Yeah.
that's in July. So they already had all their people picked because it's this year instead of next year. But then they were like, okay, we're opening up the wait list. So if you want to be on the wait list,
Mhm.
submit. So I submitted, gosh, I don't know, what was that? It was over a month ago maybe a month and a half ago that I submitted for the wait list. It was a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. So then I got an email and they were like, hey, you're on our wait list. Submit a video. So I submitted the video again. Like my content compared to other book talkers that are influencers, like I don't have the video editing skills that these lovely people do. Like,
Right.
so I was like, there ain't no way I'm gonna get picked for this. Like, there ain't no way because I just don't have those skills yet because I'm not, again, I'm a baby
Mhm.
in this. I'm trying to figure all this shit out.
Right.
So yesterday when they announced it and they called my name, I was sitting in the parking lot at Dollar General because I was driving home and I couldn't pay, and my mom kept calling me and I kept hitting decline, and she's like, "Why are you not answering my?" I'm like, "Hold on." So I'm in the parking lot of Dollar General. It's starting to frackin' snow. And then they call my name and I was like, I'm so excited. So yeah,
You just start
so
doing
I
that.
was and then, and then I'm like walking through Dollar General. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to like first world problems. But I'm
Oh,
so excited.
man.
There's like such a beauty to it because it is like these book events are communities where the good part of book talk is, in my opinion. Like, people are coming
Yeah.
together, they're making content together, they're interviewing people. There's
Mhm.
that sense of camaraderie that I love because
Mhm.
just me in general, Kat as a person is very
Mhm.
much like, I value quality time with people. I value relationship building. Once
Right.
you get into my circle, you're in my circle and you are family. Like, that
Right.
is who I am as a
Mhm.
person. Like, I'm the mother hen of the group. It's just who I am. So like being part of this book community, like these book events, like I love that piece of it. So I'm really excited to go. I'm really excited to meet everybody and like to get my feet wet here and just kind of figure out what all this book event type stuff is about. So yes, you're coming with me
Right.
because I'm gonna need someone to help me. Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Hey, and you
So
know what? And we can bring the podcast too with us, and
yeah,
basically kind of like just do a podcast while we're in the book event, and
sure.
just kind of like
Yeah, like
talk
do
to
something
other like
live from there.
narrators and
Right.
and yeah, and or authors and so forth. So
Hmm.
yeah, that would definitely be a lot of fun, and that would help our podcast, getting
Yeah.
out there more, and so forth. So yeah, I'm super excited and I'm super happy. And like I said, when I was listening to it, they would just kept going. I'm like, oh my god, they're not gonna say her name. They're not gonna say her name. And I was
I
like, what the
know.
fuck? I was like, they didn't even say her name. Like, what the hell?
I know.
And it's like, and last but not least, I'm like,
It's like, yeah, that's me.
and
Saving the
that's when I
best for
was like
last.
chatting in there, and I was like, go best friend, that's my best friend, go bestie.
It was so cool. It was fun. And then I get home. I get home last night and mom was like, why weren't you answering my calls? And I'm like, because I said, you remember the event that I applied for? She goes, yeah. And I go, well, they were announcing who was coming last night while you were trying to freaking call me a million times. And I said, I got it. And she was like, you did? And I was like, yes, I got it. I said, so I was listening to the announcement. And my dad, he goes, what is this? And I go, well, it's a book event, Dad. And he goes, well, what does that mean? And I said, well, they've got authors and people who narrate the books for audiobooks, and they have different like vendors that are there that you can buy stuff at and peruse around, all that sort of stuff. He goes, well, what do you do? And I said, well, I'll be making content, which, my dad is 1000% clueless about all this. So he's like, well, what's content?
Right.
I said, I'll be making videos of the event, what's going on, advertising leading up to the event, talking to other content creators, authors, narrators, vendors, whatever I can do while there. He goes, it's not a raunchy event, is it? And I go, yeah. I said, it's romance books, Dad. He goes, hmm. I said, what? He goes, you better stay away from the orgies. And I go, Dad, it's not. I said, Dad, it's not that type of thing, okay? I said, I'm pretty sure we would get in trouble for that. I'm like, Dad, I can't take him nowhere.
Oh man, that is hilarious. That
Dads.
is hilarious. Oh my god.
And my mom just like snorted. She was like, oh my God. I said, it's no different than like going to any type of like meet and greet for a
Right.
celebrity or a
Like when they have a concert
famous
and stuff,
venue
yeah.
or a concert, like a VIP
Mhm.
package or anything like that.
Right.
And they're like, I guess. And I'm like, well, I'm excited to you. So I'm super happy. I'm super excited.
He said,
And
"You better not join any
I can't wait to
orgies."
go. That's
I
what
need to meet
my
your dad.
father, that is what he said to me. He goes, you better not get involved in those orgies. And I'm like, Dad, I said, I am a married woman. Like, I would not do that.
Oh man.
First of
Oh, that
all,
is hilarious.
I am married. So
Oh man.
there's one man that I'm with, and that's the only one because I am a loyal person.
That is hilarious. That is
But
funny.
that's my dad.
I need to meet your
He
dad.
he's
He
funny.
sounds pretty fun to be around.
My dad's a fun guy. My dad is a very like dry sense of humor. And he's like got really great like one-liners that you don't even like. My dad is really good at insulting you without you knowing that he just
Mhm.
insulted you. Like it's the best. I love it so much. It's great. It's great. But yeah, he
Oh man.
watch out for those orgies though, just in case you ever need to know that.
I'll definitely be sure of that when you get there.
Oh
I'll just
man.
blurt out loud, be like, "Where's the orgies?"
God. He'll make videos. No orgies over here, Dad. No orgies in this corner. We're good. We're safe.
Just
Marked
send them a
safe from
Snapchat
orgies.
video. I'm like, "See, Dad, this is just a book event. See, there's
Safe.
no orgy.
We're
Oh, not over
safe.
there. This is." Oh man,
Golly.
that is
I love
hilarious.
it. He's so funny.
That
But
is
yeah,
hilarious. That is funny.
I love it. But yeah, if you're
But
out
yeah,
there,
I'm
come to Rebel and Realms with me in July. It's in Arkansas. It'll be fun.
Yeah, super excited. And for those of you guys that are watching as well too, thank you for being here with us as well and listening to us, just talk about random stuff. And of course, our favorite trope, favorite books that we liked, and of course, with Kat getting into Rebels and Realms. So congratulations to you on that. And of
Yay!
course, we also made a Discord as well too. If you want to
Yes.
join in our community, we made it into more of like a book club ish. So it's going to be the Reading Room After Dark book club. It has all kinds of different sections on there as well too, for like dark romance, romantasy, paranormal, thriller, anything that you name it. If there is something that's in there that you don't see and you're missing it, and it's if it's missing, let us know and we can add it in there for you. Just so that way you can invite your friends or whoever that is reading that same book or same genres as you. All genres are welcome into this book community. Um, and then, of course, it is a judgment free book community as well. So no bash talking, no hate talking, no, so forth and stuff. And there's
We
also,
don't kink
there's
shame.
a community. Correct. And there's others, stuff on there as well too, like a community lounge and giveaways like, like fairy Fridays or fairy days. So like every Wednesdays and Fridays, you post your Amazon wish list on there and whoever gifts you, they gift you. And of course, you can gift them back, but it is not mandatory. But it is all on there that I've been seeing on other people's pages on, Facebook groups and stuff. So I thought maybe why
Yeah.
not? It's fun to kind of do something like that for the community and, just kind of bring everybody together and just have fun and, talk about all kinds of different books. Like I said, all genres are welcome in this book community. So if you are looking for this Discord, let us know. We will provide the link in the Spotify note description. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're gonna put it in Spotify, we can put it in YouTube, all those.
Okay,
We'll
so
put it
we'll
all out
have the
there.
links down in. Yep. So we'll have the link down in the description, and go ahead, join the service, and start communicating, start making friends. This is what we're here about. This is what we're doing, and we want to make sure that this podcast is getting out to everyone, and being and just have fun basically. So
Yeah.
getting to know people, getting to make friends in the book community. And that's what I want to do. And that's why I love to do what I'm doing right now and, just getting everybody together. So thank you guys for being here. And, yeah, so
Yeah, that's why we're here. We're here to make friends. We're here to talk about fun books, what we love about them, all that good stuff. Also, shameless plug, follow us on TikTok at the Reading Room After Dark because we'll be doing some pop-up lives from there. We will be talking to some different authors, narrators, all those fun people. So some of that's probably going to be on the TikTok. So come follow us over there if you are not already, so you don't miss out on talking to some really cool people. You know you want
yeah,
to.
most definitely. Yes, you do.
Come
And
join
to say
us.
dare if you do.
Come to the dark side.
Come, 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 come.
You know you want to. All right, guys. That is it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us. We can't wait to bring you some more stuff. We got a lot up our
Yes.
sleeves.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And hopefully, the next time that we have, do our next episode, we'll probably do an interview with either an author or a narrator. So keep an eye out on our podcast. Make sure turn your notifications on and, listen for our next one. And then of course, like Kat said, follow us on TikTok at the Reading Room After Dark. Because we will be doing live pop-ups on there. But yeah, and also join our Discord community. So we will see you guys in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.